So welcome back here, and we're about to watch the Division 4 finals between Combat Houston. Wow, another Texas team making it to the divisional finals. This is D4, and they're gonna be taking on the Uncle Johns. This is the D4 finals. It's so hard to make the finals, Chris, in the divisional ranks.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but I'm seeing a lot of things right here. A common denominator: Texas teams are kicking butt this tournament. So I got to tell you right now, man. A good lot of farm teams come out of Texas, so much respect to those guys for sure. But these divisional teams, nothing to sit back on. I watched some of these games earlier down the field. These guys are aggressive as hell.
Yeah, for sure. And about a minute to go before the start of this point here. It's a race to 4 for D4 and D3. There's 12 minutes of game time. It's still a 2-minute turnaround, and there is no actual penalty clock. Penalties are 1-for-1s and 2-for-1s. So if you get a penalty, it's not a minor or a major. It's a 1-for-1 or a 2-for-1. So here we go. 45 seconds to go before the start of this D4 final between Uncle Johnson's and Combat Houston. It's crazy, man. The Texas teams the past year and a half have just been doing it, man. It's really cool to see. Texas very quickly becoming a mecca of paintball. We're at one of the best fields here at Cousins Paintball Park.
Yeah, this is a great facility. I look around, I see some good woods ball fields. I see some good, rec fields. I mean, good tournament fields. He runs a tight ship around here, so it's really nice to be down here in Texas.
All right, so here we go. 10 seconds to go.
Uncle John's and Combat Houston going to town. Here we go.
Pretty sure that's Combat Houston on your right.
Combat Houston's on your left, Uncle
yeah,
John's on your right. That's Combat Houston right there on your screen right now. And look at Uncle John's getting in the snake, going to work.
Yeah, so, and these guys I'm sure have been watching. Looks like a 2-for-1 is going to be assessed.
And like Maddie said, on a 2-for-1, when a 2-for-1's called, they pull 2 of your players out. They go to the box. There is no penalty box like there is in the Champions and Challenge Division. But look at this on your screen now, the battle of attrition in the snake. This is going to be the guy that wins the game. It is 2-on-2 right now, Maddie.
Yeah, 2-on-2 here. And
number 17, Robert Boland. And that's the other 2 on the other side of the field from Uncle John's, John Bauer and David Feed. Oh, yeah, here comes.
Ooh,
no, good. I think he's reaching for the guns. He's reaching for the guns.
Penalty, and then that would have been bad. I mean, they still are in this game, even though they have, looks like 2 players alive.
Yep. And they reach for those guns. They pull out a 6-gauge or a 6-shooter, which is the Yellowbird of Death or a shotgun. Here comes. Look at this run down the square. Look at that move. Long hair, don't care. That's what I'm talking about. Keeping long hairs alive.
Representing.
Representing. See? I'm telling you, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Somebody said the other day, how many swords does somebody with long hair have? I said just 1. But I'm not going to finish that comment. So here we go. What a great replay. Let's watch this, Maddie. Here comes the pain. I like the little jump for no reason. That was actually pretty cool.
You got to add a little flair.
Got to style,
a
little flair.
Little flair. Little flair to your run through.
And look who comes up to the booth. My man, my friend, Todd Martinez.
Yeah, no, so, and it actually is the team that was on your right, that was Combat Houston. They ended up losing that point, and we're going to be right back. Score 1-0 in this D4 final. So we are back here, D4 final here at the 2014 PSP Dallas Open. I'm Manny Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. So yeah, it's heading into the end of the day. And yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to see what's going to happen here in this final between Houston's Combat Houston and the Uncle Johnsons, Todd.
The Uncle Johnsons. I don't know quite who to pick over here.
I like that game. I like that.
All right.
So here we go on the breakout. It looks like dropping a body up the center, number 44. And then
looks like a clip walking out to the snake, but
2 on the snake side over here.
Uncle Johnson's on your screen. Going to work on the snake side, trying to slip in the snake, Todd. That's a good spot for them to be in right now.
Hey,
yeah.
I noticed there's no point on the board, so maybe they trade out that last one. Never looked like Uncle Johnson's.
Well, I thought there was 2 alive, though, Maddie. I wasn't really sure. But at the end of the day, I didn't get the final. I mean, maybe that one guy got shot and then they traded out at the end, but as of right now, it's still 0-0, my friends.
Yeah, it looked like the Uncle Johnsons were able to get that point, but not able to do it, apparently, because the point did not get put on the board, so it's still 0-0 here. And Combat Houston, again, it's only a race to 5.
Uncle Johnson's right now in the 50 snake, though, trying to get that shot on the Dorito side. Can knows he's there. He's going to tuck in as far
trying
as
to tuck in as much as he can. And the worst time to load possible. Reaching back for a pod, shooting across the field, number 89, Francis. See, he's trying to load, but you have to get really small in that bunker, Todd. Oh, on the elbow. You know, you see our Combat Houston trying to get tight. Francis shooting across the field. Oh, there goes one of the players top side of your screen. Combat Houston losing another one.
Yeah, getting caught.
So 2 players alive for Combat Houston.
Yeah, no one on the snake side for them.
Finally, another shot across the field, Maddie.
Yeah, Uncle Johnson's looking pretty good over here on the snake side. They have a back player on the side as well, too, and they're in D2.
Kelvin Francis going to work in the snake, doing good work over here. And actually, Combat Houston, this is where we used to have the Galveston event at Stacy Young's field. Stacy Young, Combat Houston is the same. It's the same team. They're a powerhouse team down here. They play very, very well for their divisional rankings.
And there's Francis right there with all that hair.
And there's Stacy Young, owner of the team and the field, down that he has out of Combat Houston. Great guy. I actually met the guy. He's a super nice guy. Met his wife, good family. But Combat Houston actually going down. So look for them to come back. 1-0 right now. Uncle John's is in the lead, the driving.
All right, so we're going to take this quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Being a snake player, diving around a lot, you're crawling a lot, and the Geo can outstand my beating it up down the snake. I can shoot straighter with that gun than I've ever shot in my life. The bunkers are getting smaller and smaller. You really need to play tighter and tighter. Having a small gun like a Geo 3 has helped me evolve my game and be able to play tight spots. My name is Billy Bernaccia. I play for San Antonio X Factor. My gun is a Geo 3.
So on your screen, when you see Uncle Johnson's, it's going to be Uncle Johnson's Thunder Ducks. That's a good divisional name.
Oh, that is awesome.
The Uncle Johnson Thunder Ducks.
That's usually teams like that. Matty Marshall, Todd Martinez. You know, we called ourselves stuff like that back in the day. Throw together teams, but these guys are no joke. They're playing really good paintball.
Yeah,
they're playing against one of the best teams in Houston. Combat Houston is a really good team. They're divisional, but they have won tournaments in the past. So these Texas teams are hardcore, man. I have a lot of respect for Texas teams right now.
Yeah, the Thunder Ducks right there. I saw those guys walking around earlier.
Look at the hair. See? Long hair, don't care. I love it. We have 5 seconds for the start of this game. On the breakout, 8:25 left in this game, Todd. Look at the split screen breakout. Thunder Ducks on your right, Combat Houston on your left. Here we go.
Ooh, Thunder Ducks going hard towards that Dorito side. Combat Houston losing 2 bodies on the break, but they do get right into the 50 snake right away. If he can come up and get a good shot. Oh, and the Ducks realized that he is in there. Go straight to that tall tower on the Dorito side and start pounding on him right away. Houston player in the 50 snake, feeling the pressure, but feeling a little squirrely. Trying to come up and get a shot across the field as Uncle Johnson's Thunder Ducks player moves.
Oh, right in the shoulder. He'll be coming out.
Oh, right in the goggles. So the tower for Combat Houston on the Dorito side, he walks off.
But Combat Houston in the driver's seat, 50 Snake, but that's a rough time. Here comes the Thunder.
Oh, yeah, here come the Thunder Ducks. It's not looking good for Combat Houston and the Snake right now. Just one player left alive, Kyle Wren in there.
These guys are good, man. They're fast. Like, watching these guys run on the field, they're fast. Like number 16 right there. I mean, they're shooting good lanes. There's 4 people alive. They have long hair. And he's wearing number 69. Are you kidding me?
It's like
is that like your long lost brother or
like
something?
No, he has a long fro. My hair could never do that.
It's a glorious red fro, though.
It is glorious. It is glorious.
Well, we're going to be right back with a little bit more of this D4 final action. Stick around.
Mackenzie, how are you guys feeling to come on to the pro field and play in this final match?
It was good. We're excited to get out of here. Obviously, you always want to come play on the pro field, but we're confident also. We just got to get out there and do what we've been practicing, and we'll be fine. So,
unfortunately, we haven't been able to see you guys play yet this weekend. So, how was the field layout playing for you?
It was good. Everything that we did in practice was working well. We got out of the prelims fine, and it was a breeze after that. I mean, we've been good, so we just got to get back in there and keep doing what we've been practicing. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It is tied 1-1. We'll see if Combat Houston can take the lead again.
So, yeah, all tied up at 1 apiece. So these guys have been going back and forth here, and it looks like a timeout was called. Again, this is a race to 4, so actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not tied up. It's 2-0. And, you know, again, race to 4 points, man. Combat Houston has a little bit of ground. He said they're confident, though. Let's check out this replay. Yeah, and here it is on the rundown. So that's the Thunder Ducks right there running Combat. You know, Thunder Ducks just been a little bit more aggressive, Todd.
Yeah, well, they also did a good job that last point. They shot 2 bodies off the break, 1 off each side. You know, if you blow a whole side, it's a huge advantage, but also, you know, if you can shoot 1 off each side and really take away either a support guy or a front guy and space the team out so that there's a lot of distance that they have to cover to protect their teammates. Uncle Johnson's Thunder Ducks doing a really good job right there of shooting a body off each side and then attacking properly. Right off the break, they came straight up towards that tower and then jumped across to that inset Dorito on the Dorito side. And then once there was no pressure on him, he just bumped up. People turned their guns, and then Thunder Ducks doing a good job getting in the Snake and coming down and bunkering out that player with no support.
Yeah, so we're watching Thunder Ducks and the GI jerseys heading out, playing Combat Houston. It's just cool to see all these Texas teams up here. I'm not sure where the Uncle John's Thunder Ducks are from. Todd, do you know? Do you make their jerseys?
We did, but I do not know exactly where they are from.
I mean, I know there's like hundreds of teams you guys make jerseys for, so.
Yeah, I appreciate that, all the support. There's Houston. Combat Houston. Lining up. Mackenzie Trexler, Clemente Crispin, Robert Boland, Mackenzie Rogers, and Christian Cash. Taking on John Bauer, Kevin Keinel, Kelvin Fernandez, Derek Schneider, and Andy Knowles from Uncle John's Thunder Ducks. I like their Mighty Duck themed jerseys that they got going on over there too.
So Thunder Ducks on your screen right now. Here, D4 final. And they pause there, shoot that lane, then run out wide here, Snake side of the field, and they lose a body.
Oh, minor penalty being assessed on Combat Houston, Matty.
Yeah, and the penalties, again, it's 1-for-1s and 2-for-1s. So there's no penalty clock. No one goes to the box. If you cheat and get caught, one of your buddies is coming with you, or 2 of them, depending on how bad you did it.
And the Thunder Ducks, man, oh, here's another minor penalty. Combat Houston just getting railed up. And look at this. Oh, once again, Francis.
Francis is good.
He is good, actually.
He looks good. He's got the style and the hair.
Yeah, buddy.
Team's looking sharp. They're going up 3-0 here in this race to 4 points. 6 minutes and 48 seconds remain, so we have seen some comebacks. Can Combat Houston get into it? I don't know. We're going to find out.
That guy looks like if me and you had a baby.
That is so true. If me and Todd had a baby, we'd look like that.
I think it's Frances.
It's
yeah, so well,
but
they're doing great.
They're killing it right now.
Yeah, they're doing great. So we'll be right back after this.
Ever wonder why you feel so great after purchasing from buypbl.com? We stock and test only the best to be sold directly to you. And once our team of experts deems that your order is complete, it gets the stamp. Once your order is packed, our team of shippers will get you your goods fast. Ooh, yeah. Never have a bad shopping experience again. Shop at buypbl.com. Feel free, alive, and incredibly rich.
So here we go. Thunder Ducks getting ready to roll, looking real good, man. They might win this D4 championship here. So make sure to sign up for the next one. Next of PSP events coming at you May 2nd through the 4th. Go to pspevents.com. Get your team into the fight and sign up early because, you know, they had to add an extra field here at the PSP in order to accommodate everyone that wanted to play. And, you know, over 170 teams here. So, you know, you don't want to miss out on your opportunity to play a PSP event and do battle with the best. And talking about the best, it's looking like the Thunder Ducks might be the best D4 team. They're looking sharp right now.
Yeah, and you know what you said, Matt, is that these teams, you come out, you want to test yourself, come to a PSP. No matter what range you fit in, Division 4, 1, you know, whatever you want to try yourself out, give yourself the test and figure out where you stand, and then continue to, you know, build your team and build your program. I mean, this is definitely the place to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go.
Got Thunder Ducks on your left, Combat Houston on your right, breakouts.
Big point for Combat Houston. Can they get it together? Oh, looking pretty good for them here off the break. On the snake side, they do get a G, but they lose a body themselves. But they made it into the snake.
Absolutely. Both teams losing one body in the break, and another one coming off for the Thunder Ducks. So 3-on-4 right now in favor of Combat Houston, but still 3-0 lead for Thunder Ducks.
Yeah, here comes Combat Houston, though, 50-yard line snake, and they're getting up there in the center 50 and up on the D side. It's looking pretty good from this point. Another body drops for the Thunder Ducks.
Yeah, Combat Houston there in the 50 snake, looking across the field, and there goes another one for the Thunder Ducks. Just Frances down there in the snake side corner, looking at 3 bodies coming towards him. He's wrapping hard around the wire. Let's see if he picks up that player in the middle. Nope. Combat Houston coming through the middle right there and gonna shoot him out of that spot. They're gonna win. Finally getting in this game. You know, that was game point right there.
Yeah.
You know, this division, it is a race to 4. Uncle Johnson's Thunder Ducks with a quick 3-0 lead. Combat Houston fighting for their championship life right here, putting 1 point on the board. Still 5:25 left to go in this game, but game's been dominated by the Thunder Ducks.
I guess the Thunder Ducks are based out of New Jersey.
Huh.
So battle between a team from Texas and a team from New Jersey. New Jersey coming out on top, but not that last point. 3-1's the score. Thunder Ducks still 1 point away. We'll be right back.
Did you hear that? Hear what? Tanks? 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 Tanks! Tanks! Oh yeah, tanks. Night, night. Tanks? Tanks. 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 Weasel free!
So we're back here. Are the Thunder Ducks going to take it? We're starting to get all these funny pictures from all of people supporting, buying the webcast HD. And that's a very artfully framed flower.
It
right
so
there.
is. Look at that.
Yeah, I like the other one better with the beer in it.
Speaking of beer.
Yeah, let's check in with Lauren Kelly on the sidelines here in this D4 final matchup.
I'm in Thunder's pit with Kelvin. Kelvin, Were you guys nervous to come into this match, the finals? It's on the pro field, you're on the webcast. Did that make it a little bit more pressure-filled?
Not at all. I mean, we have our game plan, and we're coming here to win, so that's what we're here to do.
You guys haven't played this Houston team before. Did you know what they were going to be coming at you at and what you were going to need to defend against?
We've heard from other teams what they did, but pretty much we're sticking to what's been working. So, I mean, apparently, hopefully this is a game winner right here, so.
All right, well, we'll see. It's 3-1 right now.
Here we go on your right-hand screen. That is Combat Houston. On your left, Thunder Ducks. Oh, minor penalty on Combat Houston. Again, you see on the right side of your screen, that's going to result in a 1-for-1, opening the door for Thunder Ducks, getting down the snake all the way to 50. Look at the drive on the top side of the screen, Matty.
Yeah, Thunder Ducks, man. Oh, they're putting some pressure back onto Combat Houston in good field position here on the snake side. So Combat Houston backs to the wall right now as the Thunder Ducks are going to try to win this D4 final, and it's looking like they lost their snake push though, and 2 more bodies die.
Wow.
So just when it was looking good, all of a sudden they only have 2 players left alive.
It's 2-on-2, I think so, Matty. Maybe 2-on-3?
I think it is 2-on-2. There's the center player for Combat Houston, and then they have the back corner bunker. There's the farthest forward player.
No. And you know what? This is a major point for Combat Houston. It's 3-1. If Combat Houston does not win this point, they'll be down by 3 points almost. And it's a race to 5, so don't forget that.
Well, no, it's a race to 4. If Combat Houston doesn't win this point, they lose.
It's over.
Yeah.
I thought it was a race to 5. I apologize. On your screen, far side of the field, that D side, as we talk so much about.
Thunder Ducks right now in that snake side temple, Dorito side corner.
You know, but Todd,
2-on-2.
But in 2-on-2, the better field position is from the Thunder Ducks. They actually spread the field a little more. I look for them to get in the snake, number 81 right there, to jump out, dive in the snake, because they have the Dorito side corner, Todd.
Yeah.
But look at the move on top by Combat Houston.
Well, this is where communication plays a huge factor. Got to be constantly talking. For 81 right there.
Oh.
That
looks so
that was
close.
close. Still some time, 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. And, you know, you don't have to score 4. All you have to do is just have the highest point total at the end of regulation time.
Only 3 minutes left in that, Matty.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Chris, though. I think better field position for Uncle Johnson's Thunder Ducks because they have spread the field, so they can cross it up and just watch each other and make sure no one pushes up the field. Yeah, but Combat Houston, they need to spread the field wider. They're both on the same side of the field, and it's going to be tough to go into the guns that way. They have to go into the guns. They have no choice. They're running out of time. They're down 2 points, and they have to score at least 2 just to tie it.
Oh, nice shot by the Thunder. Oh, another nice shot. Nice shot by the Thunder Ducks, though. That's going to be number 12. Sorry.
It is a 2-on-1 right now.
Combat Houston going down to 1 player, and he's getting shot in the head. Look at the Thunder Ducks, Matty.
Yeah, congratulations
Wow.
to them. They're going to take this D4 final matchup over Combat Houston. So though Combat Houston was able to fight hard enough to make it onto the main field and into the final game.
Oh, he's looking. See? I told you he got shot in the loader. I totally saw that. Number 81 just dropped the flag.
Oh, you mean in that gunfight?
In that gunfight. No,
the ref was right on him, though.
I know. And I'm telling you, he got shot in the loader because he's walking over, and he looks at his loader. He's like, oh, he drops the flag, walks away. Hey, man, but it ain't cheating because you get caught.
Yeah, well, they made it work, and so the Thunder Ducks are going to take this victory, and you can see how happy they are celebrating in their pits.
Good job, guys. I'm super happy for them. Look at that.
They come.
That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about right there. Coming from the back all the way to win. Congratulations. Look at this replay right here. Look at his loader. Right. Oh, let me see. Right somewhere.
Yeah, that's before that. But closing out a 2-on-1
Good
to
for
win
him.
the game.
Look at that.
Against
Good
Combat
job.
Houston.
Good job, Thunder Ducks. Congratulations, guys. Combat Houston, no slouches. Those guys came out, played for second. Great team. Stacy Young has a good program down there.
Yeah, they played great, man.
Both teams amazing. I mean, penalties plagued Combat Houston, as they have every team, has been very detrimental, unfortunately. I mean, we've not seen one game out here without a flag, Todd, without multiple flags.
And the celebration is on for Uncle Johnson's Thunder Ducks.
Those guys are going to Sizzler.
Yeah, well, they did everything right. You know, they controlled the pace and the tempo of the game. The shot players off the break, and then even when it came to a really long point, they were able to dig in and take the aggression of Combat Houston, start shooting them out of their bunkers, and that's why they get to celebrate right now. Look at how happy those guys are, man.
And that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about right there, Maddie and Todd.
That's why you go to a PSP tournament. This is D4, man. Anybody can play D4, and well, anyone can play any division. Just depending on how good you guys think you are. And but that's the whole reason that you spend all the time playing this game, is so that one day you get to have your hand in that huddle, man, celebrating.
That's what it's all about. I mean, you don't forget about times like that with your boys, with your brothers, with your friends, and it's just it's a great feeling.
Yeah. Awesome job. So it looks like the next game coming at you is going to be Chicago Warped and Houston Zone. Another team from Houston, man.
Unbelievable, man. I think we've called Houston, Texas, VCK, Arlington, El Paso, Galveston. I mean, I'm just kind of being
just naming off.
I'm just naming off any city I can think of in Texas. But with that said, I mean, we know Texas teams are a force to be reckoned with, obviously.
Oh, absolutely, and particularly it seems like teams from Houston, because Houston. We just watched Combat Houston, and then now Houston Zone in D3. Combat Houston took second, D4, and then also VCK did really well in the Challengers division. Yeah, man, Texas teams are doing really solid past couple seasons. So we'll get right back to you here. Chicago Warped and Houston Zone, they're going to be coming out next. Let's take a look at the schedule here for the rest of the day. So the next up, it's going to be the D3 finals, Houston Zone, Chicago Warped, and then Project Mayhem and Louisville Asylum in the D2 finals. And then D1 finals, AC Dallas and Trade My Gun Outlaws. And then the games that we just can't wait to watch. Upton 187 Crew and Art Chaos in the Challengers Division final. And Omaha Vicious making it into their first final game ever, playing Los Angeles Infamous. We're going to check in with Lauren on the sidelines.
I am down here with Andy from Thunder. They just beat Command Houston 4-1. Congratulations. How does it feel to be a winner here in Dallas?
It feels great. We just do a lot of jump off, and we love to be here.
How did you guys prepare coming into this weekend to make sure you would be on top?
Well, we did a lot of jump off, number one. Number two, we practiced last weekend, and we shot a lot of paint.
Are you guys typically a pretty aggressive team? Was this field layout preferable to you?
We like it a lot, coming from the Northeast. We battle out of Meadowlands and Battle Creek with Chris Straza. We say thank you, Chris Straza. He's the man. He sponsors all of us. Good luck to his dog, Bo. He taught everyone how to play paintball, and that's about it. Jump off.
All right, well, thank you so much. Congratulations on your first place win. Next up, we have Divisional 3 coming up on the pro field, so stay tuned.
So yeah, coming up next here, Chicago Warped and Houston Zone about to throw down on this field in just under a minute to play.